Today we are presenting the European Data Protection Supervisor's Annual Report of Activities for 2013. It covers the last year of our mandate that ended in January, and it appears a bit earlier than usual in view of the European elections, while we are still in office until a new team of supervisors has been appointed. Privacy and data protection have been highly visible in the news recently. This is not only because of stories about large-scale spying, but also because so many things are nowadays related with information technology and personal data. Just think of the smartphones most of us carry around all day. They mean that we're now always online and therefore also traceable, wherever we go. The protection of privacy and personal data has therefore also become more urgent and more complicated. In our different roles at EDPS, we apply the strategy that was developed in recent years with input from all our stakeholders. The annual report clearly shows how successful we've been in our strategic objectives. In our supervision, we promote a data protection culture in EU institutions and bodies so that they are aware of their obligations and accountable for complying with data protection requirements. We use different tools to make that happen in practice. And in the last survey, presented in January, it was clearly visible that most institutions and bodies have made tremendous progress. In our consultation, we try to ensure that the legislator is aware of data protection requirements and integrates data protection in new legislation. There again, we've seen very great progress in an increasing number of areas. Our top priority was the ongoing General Data Protection Review. It is absolutely essential that this important project leads to a good outcome in the very near future.
Our main operational challenge in 2013 was that our activities continue to grow both in scale and in scope, while the budget restraints were still in place. As established in the EDPS rules of procedure, our enforcement policy has been exercised with impartiality, integrity, transparency and pragmatism. The EDPS has been once again a reliable partner and a reasonable regulator, guided by equilibrium and proportionality. After another year of intensive activity, small and larger controllers are better at complying with data protection rules and privacy principles. They are more aware of their obligations and accountable for compliance with data protection requirements. We appreciate the good progress they made last year. As you know, the commitment of management and the awareness of those processing data are essential conditions to the success of ensuring compliance. Indeed, the implementation of the regulation is not only a matter of time and resources, but also of organizational will. Ensuring compliance is a process that requires the commitment and support of the hierarchy in all EU institutions. This is why we continue to provide horizontal and specific guidance and training to controllers, data protection coordinators and data protection officers, also through workshops in Brussels and the local level, in the field of e-communications, the use of mobile devices at the workplace and on EU websites. We have increased our cooperation with other supervisory authorities, national and international level, with particular regard to Article 29 Working Party and the coordinated supervision of large-scale IT systems. Improving trust and closer cooperation amongst colleagues is a key condition to success. In conclusion, we improved our capacity to work effectively and efficiently in all these areas. In a climate of austerity, our institution has now reached full maturity with clear objectives and performance indicators.
Some important challenges are still ahead. The first one is that the Data Protection Review is adopted in the near future and is delivered in practice, both in the Member States and at EU level. One single set of rules will provide for stronger protection and more consistency across the European Union. This is an essential condition to ensure our continent a better place in the digital future. Other challenges will also have to be tackled. We've recently addressed the subject of rebuilding trust in EU-US data flows and mentioned that strict enforcement of existing data protection law continues to be an essential element. Last week, we have also raised the issue of privacy and competition in the age of big data. This will be followed by other activities in the coming months. But to be quite frank, these and other challenges will have to be addressed by the new team of supervisors that will be appointed hopefully soon. At this stage, we just want to thank all those who supported our work, and we trust that they will also be ready to work closely with our successors. Thank you for listening.